Hey, I'm already on. Sorry, I was trying to get creative. Isn't that funny how sometimes you set my juice down? How you try so hard to get creative once you have that time for yourself, and you're like, all right, now it's time to start writing that book or whatever your creative space you're using it for, and you got nothing. When our brain is working in its peak hours, it's in work mode, so everything needs to make sense because its grind time is working. Those are the times that you don't want to think out of the box because your mind isn't processing that way yet. Right now, during your peak hours, if you're a morning person, it's in the morning. If you are a night owl, your peak hours are going to be, in the evening. But this is where the mind is working because this is where it makes sense. Now, if you are trying to be creative and thinking out of the box, you wouldn't want to do that during your peak hours. You want to do that when your mind is more of a scatterbrain. Fortunately for me, my brain's always a scatterbrain. Your creative juices are flowing when your logic is pretty much shut down. So if you're a night person, then that is when your logic, that's when your prime time is at its peak. I mean, really, if you think about it, you always get that idea, the light bulb, that goes off when you're not trying. It's when you're getting out of the shower, long day at work, you're driving home, and that's most of this blah, blah, blah. That is the time. I need some more creative juices. That's what my issue is right now. But that's the time that you get these ideas going. Where does this stuff come from? It's amazing. Creativity, it can't be forced. That's nothing you can push. When you drop a ball or something and you go to pick it up and you accidentally kick it and it goes further away. That's what kind of the same concept when you're trying to force and push creativity. There it goes. Who did that? I did. Logic and thinking outside the box, they don't go together. So you need to turn off one when you're working with the other. It's like the light and the dark. You can't have them both at the same time. It's kind of weird, right? Oh, did I? See, that's what happens. It's not dark or light. Oh, I'm back. You can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. I'm everywhere. Instead of standing there at the rabbit hole and trying to bait it out with some carrots, go on about your business. And here's 3 tips that you can use to grab that sucker when he pops his head up out of the hole. We're gonna get you creative mind. Creative juices. Is that carrot juices? Maybe that's what it is. Number 1, you'll wanna do most of your demanding analytical work. Get that done on peak hours. So if you're a morning person, you'll wanna do that earlier in the day. All the decision making, those things need to be done on the earlier part of the day. And if you're a night person, your brain is peaking during those hours. You'll want to do your analytical, the more difficult logical thinking later in the day. Tip 2, to take advantage of your day and get the most out of it, I suggest scheduling. That way you have control over when to use your peak hours and your downtime for your creative juices to flow. Tip 3, keep a notepad or the memo pad on your phone handy. Whenever you have that idea that blinks off, immediately take a note of it. Don't rely on your brain to remember because it's going to let you down every time. What was I going to say earlier? I forgot. I didn't write it down. If you can make a habit out of taking notes, you will be so surprised when you have that block time, because you scheduled, right? When you have that block time where you're ready to be in your creative space, you'll have the list of things. You'll be shocked of how many things that you have on this list that you can refer back to and do your thing. Oh, your mental flowing of juices thing. Like that. Thanks for tuning in. Do me a favor and subscribe and like my videos and share them. And get creative. And you share your creative juices. Let's pour our juices together. Get our juice on. Yeah, let's get our juice on. This is my juicy dance. Yep, I just got juicy. I got juicy. Oh yeah, I got juicy, huh? I got juicy. Catch you next time.